Hey guys, welcome to a Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters video. And today I just want to talk about the previous game, Rising to Champions bracket. So in the previous game we had Japan, we had Italy, Netherlands, Senegal, France, US, England, unknown, Brazil, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Spain, Germany, Uruguay, Portugal, and unknown. One of those unknowns on either Group B or Group D would be Mexico. So we don't know who the other unknown could be. If you look at the manga, I think Belgium was one of them, Malaysia, and Canada. That's what I believe I saw. We can double check as well. So can this be a potential hint? Because Spain was in the previous tournament. Portugal was in the previous tournament. I know I've been saying that Spain is not going to show up, but, you know, there's a possibility that Spain could show up. But let me ask you guys, how do you guys feel if Spain does show up, but without Michael and Rafael? It's just Spain with a bunch of random original characters. How would you guys feel about that? Would you guys be happy? Would you guys be upset? And maybe if they do that, that's a way to introduce Spain. And in the future, Michael can join, or maybe DLC Michael is observing Spain and he just didn't want to join the tournament. They can go multiple ways if Spain is in the game. So Spain was in the previous game. I actually forgot about that. I'm going to be honest with you. I did remember Portugal, but I did forget that Spain was in the tournament, and it also was in the tournament in the manga. So let's check that out real quick. Okay, so this is from one of the Captain Tsubasa Wikipedia fandom pages. So Germany was known as West Germany. And in that bracket, which was Group A, it was paired up with two teams. One of them, which appears in Rising New Champions only as a background filler type of team. But the difference between Portugal and Spain was that Portugal was mentioned to have a skilled midfielder on their team that stood out. Spain never got that sort of reaction from George Cardinal. Now, that can mean two things. That can mean either A, that confirms that Portugal will be in the new game, World Fighters, or B, that could also mean that maybe because there was, at the end, George Cardinal tries to recruit new hero, and so does the other countries, I believe. So, in a sense, maybe George Cardinal is scouting this Portuguese player. And I believe you have to be born in that country to play. I don't know if there's a loophole around that. But all I'm suggesting is that maybe he's scouting him to recruit him or to play in one of the U.S. clubs. Or maybe it's just a way for the writer to write that character in the story. So in the future, we heard about him in the first game. We never seen him, but now we'll get to know him. So Canada is a team that actually did pretty bad, right? They lost 2 games. Goals attempted 6. They had 0 points. They didn't score anything. Portugal was pretty good. They got 3 points on 5 attempts, which is not bad at all. They lost 1 and they won 1. So Portugal has a lot of potential. So let's go to Group B. And this is in the manga. This is the one that took place in France. And in Group B, we did have Spain, actually. I totally forgot that Spain was in the manga. It's just I get so caught up in Michael that you forget that Spain is there. And, you know, Spain is a great team in real life. And Belgium was there. But they also, just like Spain, won 1 and lost 1. And they were both not good teams or just didn't play well. And Uruguay was actually much better. Then in Group C, we have Malaysia, who was worse, just as bad as Canada. Actually, England was better than Malaysia, which is crazy. And then we have France, who's as good as Germany. And then Japan, as good as the other ones. And wow, Italy was not good either, which is surprising. So yeah, this was the tournament in the manga, and I don't even think. Let me see if I turn this around, because I don't see the other bracket. Yeah, I don't even see. I was wondering. So Spain didn't even make it, right? And Portugal was much better than Spain. They were both pretty bad. England was better than both of them. And in Rise of New Champions, they both appear as well. And this is the Rise of New Champions bracket. Rise of New Champions was different in the sense that it has Saudi Arabia participating. Oh, damn, my screen keeps going over here. It has Saudi Arabia participating. It had Brazil participating. Brazil is not participating in the manga. And it has Senegal. I don't think I saw Netherlands. It had Mexico, which is one of the unknown teams. And it had Thailand as an exhibition. So already you can see that the manga and the video game are two different realities. They share the blueprint of certain things, certain events. It took place in the U.S. instead of France. And then you have Sweden, Levine, you have China, you have Xiao. You have these guys observing, which didn't happen in the manga. So already this is like a different timeline in the Captain Tsubasa universe. So there's a chance that Spain... Let's click on it, see where it takes us. It took us to the regular... no, not the regular, the Tamco game. So they did appear in the Tamco game. Okay. So guys, yeah, just what I'm trying to say is maybe Spain does appear in the game, but it's not going to have Michael. It might not even be the same Spain team you're anticipating. So do you prefer to wait until Michael is able to join? Or do you just want the team Spain and it might have like 2 or 3 original characters and whatever happens, happens? And I feel like Portugal, because of that positional player that was named, I know it's just like a filler, but the fact that they named the positional player, I think that makes a big difference. So let me hear your thoughts, guys. Do you just want Spain to be in the game, or do you want Spain with Michael and Raphael to be in the game? Spain in the game with original characters, or Spain in the game Raphael and Michael? Even if they add Spain with original characters, in the future those original characters stay, and they add Michael and Raphael, which will amplify and make the team much stronger. I still do see Portugal being in the game. But after seeing this and seeing more information about the manga, there's a good chance maybe Spain will be in the game, but I still don't see Michael or Raphael. If I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong. That'll be great. But yeah, they introduced Michael now. I feel like it'll kill his aura because the focal point is Natureza versus Tsubasa in the finals. Where is Michael going to fit in all this, right? When Michael's going to lose in the semifinal, then what? So it's better to save him and show him up later in a different sequel installment if they plan to go that far, and introduce Michael then, and now we have a new threat, right? Like in Dragon Ball Z, you have Frieza, Cell, Buu. It gets stronger and stronger. That's just my thoughts. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Take care.